Good afternoon, everyone. Hey, this is Bruce Marshall with Simpler Trading doing the nightly market update for Wednesday, July the 8th. And I've got the S&P up here on the chart, and we'll take a look at that and jump in and see what we got. So today, the light gray area here is the overnight action. So today, we went out yesterday with a pretty decent steady selling all day long into the close. Typically, that doesn't bode well for the next day. And in fact, let me show you here on the ES overnight action. You can see that we came down, this is last night, we came down to 31.25 and then just, start ripping at the open here today. And again, keep this in perspective here. Let me show you in the S&P. So again, if you look at this, sell down to 31.25 overnight down here, and then we bounced back up hard and then sold right back off today pretty hard, got down 31.36. So from top to bottom here, that's about 35 points roughly. And then this little action I thought was going to come back over and retest that low, but it didn't. It kind of held, and we end up coming right back almost to the high on the day, which was up about 20, I think 28 points or something like that. So all in all, very strange day. So if you believe market theory, I guess, best way to put it, there's an old market theory called the pit bull low, which should happen tomorrow, and that is the sell-off the week before option expirations on Thursday, the week before. And I thought that we were setting up all day long. I thought, well, we're going to set up here for pit bull low, or here, or here, or here, and then this happened. So I don't know what's going to happen tonight, but anyway, on the day trade basis, it was depending on which side you're on, you could have had a really good day or a really bad day, because things were moving around. I have been very light, so I kind of avoided all of that excitement. And I'm looking for other things to trade, and I'll show you here. I'm trying to buy some stuff, and let's look. I'm looking at Amazon. Amazon's going to report earnings in 2 weeks. Do we want to buy it up here? Well, it's even going off the top of our screen here. Not really. How about Apple? You want to buy it up here? I mean, it's a beautiful chart, right? But they're going to report earnings in a couple of weeks. Yeah, it looks great. I will say that. But wouldn't you rather buy it here, on a pullback to make that next one higher, like you do here, 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 here? This is not where we want to be entering the trade, right? Also, CMG, kind of same thing. We've got Microsoft next week. Do you want to buy it here? It's just really hard for me to do that. This is a 21-day moving average, actually 20-day moving average. And I'm a buyer. Here. Get my drawing tool here. Here, 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 here. When it comes back down into that, for the next run up, yes. But I'm having a really hard time finding anything to buy. Let me show you another example here. Tesla, we've seen Tesla. That moonshot is straight up here, again, off the top of my chart. It's hard to be a buyer up here. And, I don't know, that might be the best thing out there. I don't know. But we have earnings coming up over the next 2 to 3 weeks for all of these names, the big names, Apple, Amazon. We've got Netflix next week. Let's look at Netflix. I didn't do a chart on that. And same thing, Google, I'm sure, same thing. But at this point, I'm in the trading room during the day, and people are like, let's buy something. And I'm like, I would rather sit on my hands and wait on a pullback. And if we don't get one, I just, maybe I miss. Maybe these things do just keep going. Maybe they all keep going, and I don't know. But again, it's just really hard for me to do anything with any of these big names here. Now I've gone down into the, like Dollar General, and yeah, interesting, I don't know. Several other names here that I've kind of, Biogen maybe. Again, I'm throwing out some things that I've been looking at, but just really haven't been able to come up with too much. Right, so let's switch back here to the S&P. We looked at some individual names, but let's look at the S&P, and I'll tell you what I think is going to happen. If I switch this over, to me, we've got a Darvas box up here, and it looks like we will continue going up to this upper Darvas box here. And then I would think we came up and failed off of that right there on that time. We came back down into, these are 34 EMAs right here. Came right back down into them, bounced off the low, and we're trying to get back up here. At this point, I think we have probably a better chance of failing. I suppose if I had to pick right now, fortunately for us, we don't have to pick. We wait till it gets there and see, because here's the thing. We got all these earnings coming up. We got Apple, we got Amazon, Netflix. Are they going to say this is the best quarter they've ever had and all that kind of stuff? And I doubt it. If optimism, we already know it's going to be a downbeat quarter, coronavirus, economy slow, and all that kind of stuff. But are they going to come in on the doom and gloom or gloomy outlook is going to be better, a little bit better than everybody thinks, or a little bit worse, or whatever. So that could really change the trajectory here. We could rip through this thing, keep going. There's all-time high right there. Just reach up there and tag it. Or if it is indeed doom and gloom and things are bad and everybody is guiding lower across the board, then that sets us on a trajectory maybe for down here. So at the moment, the best thing I think to do is to, do some short-term. I'm doing, much shorter term things. S&P primarily, a little bit of Nasdaq maybe, but primarily S&P, and I'm trading those, much shorter time frames, and just mainly sitting on cash. I've only got several positions on right now, and I'm watching and I'm waiting and I'm waiting and waiting. And unfortunately, the biggest part of the game is to wait to see, because in the next couple of weeks we got monthly expiration next week, but we got all the banks start reporting. The official kickoff to earnings season is on Tuesday, I believe it is. So a lot's going to be happening in the next couple of weeks with and Netflix reports next week, and we've got who else? Microsoft next week. So we'll start getting an idea if things are going to be a lot better or a lot worse when all these earnings start coming out, and that will give us a much clearer picture of which way the market's going to go. So for now, I am preferring to really, cash is a position and cash is king in a market like this. So I'm going to hold tight on with much exposure and just wait and watch and be very, very, very selective over the next couple of weeks as far as what I'm doing. So don't have a trade idea for you at the moment, but I think that's better. I've had a fantastic year so far, and I don't see any reason to jump out there and try to do, force a trade when nothing really looks good to me. So with that, I'm going to wind it up here. Stay nimble, keep your positions, your convictions high and your position size low, and take it day by day. So thanks for the time, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.